Hello and welcome to Matt Loves Eurovision. It's my Eurovision 2026 Top 35 countdown. It's place number 11, Romania, Alexandra Căpitănescu, Choke Me. Please do click on the subscribe button, ring that notification bell and like, share and comment below. So just outside my top 10, it's the second of this year's returning countries. Last seen in Liverpool in 2023, it's Romania. Now, that last entry in 2023 was a bit of a disaster all round. It was an uncompetitive song, an inexperienced artist, and the artist was left really virtually to fend for himself by the delegation. With their return this year, though, they'll be looking to put that behind them, and this provocatively titled song is certainly making some waves in the run-up to the contest. But will that translate to votes at the contest itself in Vienna, though? Alexandra Căpitănescu is the artist representing Romania in this return year for them. She first came to prominence by winning the Romanian Voice in 2023. Yes, we're back to Eurovision artists winning the Voice. She's since released a string of singles. She also did an EP as a release as well. She's toured across the country in various festivals with her band. Earlier this year, she became a temporary member of a folk metal band, but it was back to being as a solo artist, albeit with her own band, that she entered Romania's national selection with her song Choke Me. She secured a very clear victory in the final, and the 22-year-old physics graduate will be heading to Vienna. Now, Choke Me, or at least the title, not necessarily the song itself, has raised some eyebrows and it also has raised some complaints and criticism from external quarters as well. But the title of the song has been cleared and it has not been changed for the contest, which I'm actually pleased to see. Now, I thought this was what we would describe as a kind of a rock pop or alternative rock song, although Wikipedia, when I was looking at that, does describe this as new metal, although that comes from a UK music magazine that described it as such and has worked its way into Wikipedia. Whatever it is, it does contain some vocally dramatic moments, bordering, I would say, on operatic. It's loud, it's energetic, and the chorus is very, very catchy indeed. And while it's Alexandra as obviously the lead artist, it does have that full band feel to it. Now, viewers may recall that rock isn't usually my thing, but this song, whatever its genre, has landed well with me. It's grown on me a lot, as I confess I didn't actually see the national final, but watching it in person live at the London Eurovision party leaves quite an impression. I was already enjoying it before then, but that really elevated it even more for me. She gives a really confident, engaged performance, and the song grabs you and keeps your attention. Alexandra seems a great performer, and those vocal acrobatics where she goes into those high notes, those operatic notes, really set this apart. But without this becoming a rockera instead of popera song, of which we've had quite a few in the contest recently. And I'm not the only one who seems to be liking this. It's doing extremely well in the Eurovision scoreboard app, and it's actually fairly recently, risen to 5th above Cyprus. And given that this isn't a girly bop, it's not EDM, it's not sort of classic pop, that's particularly impressive, I think, given the type of song and genre it is. Now, the other returnees have been given kind of the opening slot in their respective semis. So Moldova opens semi-final 1 and Bulgaria opening semi-final 2. But here in the second semi-final, Romania has been given the third spot, one of the dreaded spots, which has the equal worst qualification record along with the second spot. But I wouldn't say this is a cause of concern for Romania or for the fans of the song. I think more that the producers feel confident that this will go through to the final. And so at least one of the two third and running orders have the two semi-finals to go through to make it perhaps less of a kiss of death. Scoreboard app very much agrees if you look at the semi-final only. And if you then look at the betting odds for who will qualify from that semi-final, this also looks a fairly certain or comfortable qualification. Juries themselves may not love this quite so much. I mean, they should give it respect, but we know juries don't always go for this kind of genre. But I think the televote is where Alexandra will do especially well. There will be the Euro fans who really are enjoying this song, Casuals, I think, will like this, and you will have the not insignificant Romanian diaspora will be in play. I think the chances of this winning overall is probably a stretch, but it's certainly one of the songs, and probably the main song outside the top 3 or 4 that best suits the dark horse epithet. Impressively for a returning country, Romania are in the top 10 in the odds to win. And while I think that probably is still not very likely, there is a higher chance, as you see in the betting odds, that this could get a good placing, even in the top 10, because this is the betting for the top 10. That's not impossible if it gets a good running order. The juries don't dismiss it because of the music genre and are impressed by the staging, the performance, the vocal. But whatever happens, I do think this looks like being a very successful return to the contest for Romania. What do you think? Do let me know in the comments as always, and join me again because we'll be starting the top 10. Take care.